like my cheesy CBBC presenter.
I'm dying.
West guys, that is my thing.
But the thing is, that's too much now because you're carrying that same energy for every female that you meet.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, friend.
What up?
Hey. You are currently listening to Two Black Girls.
Choo.
Quite literally.
Yeah,
There are two black girls sitting in the studio, just here for the bants, here for the life lessons, and a sprinkle of everything. So to introduce myself, my name is Tiana, aka TT, aka Tiana Tats, and this is
Ayana. Just
Auntie,
Ayana.
Auntie
Yana, sorry,
Yana.
with the old knees.
You always forget.
Jeez.
Auntie Yana. Yes.
Yeah, I only remember when my knees start to collapse.
She's old beyond her years.
Yeah, trust me.
Oh my God.
It's exactly that.
But yes, welcome to our podcast. This is our first episode. We have a lot of energy right now, but we have been recording for like 2 hours and none of it recorded, and we had some freaking good content.
It's been the ghetto.
It's been long.
Yeah.
We are in Tottenham right now, and we do not live in North. We are West girls, so we're in the trenches right now. We are in the we're in the cut right now.
Guys, don't come for us though,
please. Don't.
Yeah.
But yes, we are here, and we're gonna go again.
Yeah.
We are two black girls. We're here to provide, a perspective, entertainment, banter, life lessons. Like I said, all of it. And yeah, hopefully, you've heard stuff like this before.
Yeah,
but
I was just about to say that.
Yes, hopefully we can offer a new perspective and give you
add our seasoning to it.
Yeah,
really.
add our seasoning, and hopefully you learn something new or you find something funny, and we can be friends.
Yeah, we friends.
Yeah,
now. We friends.
So
now.
yes, me and Ayana, we have known each other for 16 years.
Girl,
16 years of sweet friendship.
You ain't going nowhere.
And we have been procrastinating for 5 whole goddamn years. Far too long.
Yeah.
And
we just thought, well, fuck.
Let's just do.
Sorry, Mama.
And she promised she's not going to swear.
I try.
Because Mama's watching. But yeah, no, we've been procrastinating for a long time. We finally decided to just do this thing and just get our voices out there. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. So yeah, like I said, 16 years of friendship. We've been to the same secondary school, went to the same college, the same uni. Yeah. We got the same ends. We're both from West, we're basically sisters at this point. We have many shared experiences, but we also come from different cultural backgrounds. Being two black girls, obviously the world sees us with the same eyes, and we are somewhat treated the same in different situations and stuff. But we just want to share our experiences.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like even within our friendship, I do feel like there's a lot of things, like you said, similar experiences we've gone through, but low-key I feel like you've gone through these experiences maybe, let's say, a few months before me, and then you're like, well, damn girl, I've been through this too.
The universe is, honestly, I'm how many months? 4 months older than you, and it feels like I'm always just like that tiny little step ahead in terms of like that big breakup or like the big job, and then it literally the same thing happens to Ayana. Like it's we're in each other's shadows and footsteps, and we're right in front and behind each other all the time. But it means that we can help each other and we give each other really good advice.
And I low-key feel like we're really calm people. I feel like we really complement one another.
We do. We make a great team.
This is really moist.
Yes, baby. But hey, let me just wait.
Hey, break it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Break it down, girl.
Yeah. We in the studio. Hey, we in the studio. What it do, though? Where you at, yo? We just found that random beat on the freaking desk and had to do a little freestyle. But yeah, you know what? It's so funny. So before we're doing the second recording now, but what did we mentioned that me and Ayana, we've only ever fallen out once.
Yes,
we've only ever had one fallout, and you were like, "What?"
I did not remember exactly
what happened.
What it was.
I'm gonna tell y'all what happened.
Yeah.
This girl tried to hook me up with some guy. I'm not gonna say some guy. He was actually a really good friend.
Yeah,
she tried to hook me up with a guy that I was not into at all.
I was really trying to make a fairy tale.
She was trying to play Cupid, and it was just not working. And she locked me in a kitchen with him.
Yeah,
and I was
this is clearly a memory I suppressed.
I was so finished with you that day. I was so.
I actually remember you being angry.
It was in your kitchen. I was so
I
angry.
remember that. That must have been on a birthday or like a.
I think it might have been your
gathering
birthday
that I organised or something.
Yeah.
Yo, that was mad.
It was not okay.
Young Ayana was stupid.
She really tried to hook me up with this dude that I had no feelings for whatsoever and put me in the most uncomfortable situation.
Listen, y'all.
She's trying to help me though.
Yeah, I tried. I'm not going to play matchmaker no more.
No, please don't. Speaking of dating.
Yeah.
Dating, millennial dating. So obviously, as some of you may know, I'm basically married. Yeah. I'm shouting it from the rooftops.
Shout out Ruben.
Yeah, I'm in love, baby. But I'm basically married. I haven't dated in 5 years. 5 years. Yeah, we've been together for 5 years now.
That's crazy. Oh my! I keep forgetting how long you two have been together.
Yeah, it's been 5 years. So we're an old couple now.
But let me tell you, from an outside looking in,
yes,
guys, them lots, their relationship is so beautiful. You can tell the foundation of it is just pure, and it's just consistently having good intentions for one another. That is goals. And I don't like throwing goals around too much because it's moist, but it's goals. I'm telling you.
He's all right.
He's all right, you know. Ruben, get your girl.
Oh no, I want to talk about dating. I want to know, like, I live vicariously through my closest friends, and obviously, you know, in the last, let's say 10 years, online dating's been a massive thing. And I can honestly say for myself, I've spent a collective of 27 whole minutes on Tinder, and I realized it wasn't for me. This was like 8 years ago. But what about you? What, being a single Black woman, how what's going on? Like,
you know what? Like, I feel like Tinder is for the streets, like, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And even in the previous conversation we were having, I do feel like there are certain apps that are created for just to be about the streets, and Tinder is definitely one of them. I feel like Hinge was definitely one that never used to be like that.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, the men are parched.
It's the dehydration.
It's thirsty. Everybody's thirsty on there, which I don't get. And to be honest, maybe because I feel like the people that the women in particular that we surround ourselves with, they're very down to earth, like very sweet. Like, in terms of giving, like, they're very sweet. So I don't know what perception men are getting out there on these apps I don't know if there are thirsty ass women on there too. So
probably.
It'd be interesting to hear.
It's like you feel like the apps are becoming somewhat contaminated. So they start off kind of cool, and everyone's like somewhat serious, and then word spreads, and then everyone gets on it, and it just becomes like a Tinder again. When
really there needs to be a questionnaire whether you're suitable for an app or not. Like, honestly, fair enough. I feel like there needs to be just a social agreement with all the single people in London and even outside of London.
Yeah,
this app is going to be for people who are looking for long-term thing, like serious relationships. Yeah, and this app is for people who who just want to bang. Yeah. Sorry, mama.
Oh my god. Party time. Oh my god. Like, okay. No, I hear you. I hear you. But what about being Muslim, being Black women, having those not limitations but somewhat preferences and requirements? How does it work? Obviously you've got like Mismatch, which I absolutely love that name. I love that name.
Whoever thought of that, honestly, well done to you.
Do you feel like men are serious on Mismatch, even though they say they want marriage? Is it still?
Do you know what they do seem like they're serious, because obviously they have the preference to select, you know, how many years they want to wait until they get married. So there's as soon as possible, there's 1 to 2 years, and there's 3 to 4 years. But then I do feel like some people present themselves in a way just to make themselves look good. and to attract a certain woman. Whereas me on that app, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very just straight to the, like, my bio is pretty straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like I'm a liberal person.
Yeah.
Like you kind of have to take me how I am. I'm not going to change you. Obviously, you know, improve ourselves for the better. It's always the heart for me. The heart needs to be pure intentions and good. That's for me what makes you a good person.
Yeah.
But for me, I think these men, okay, let me not say all of them, but they definitely put certain information on their profile
kind of like
make
clickbait.
them. Yes.
Okay.
Clickbait.
I hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you were single, like, do you feel like you'll be having a certain preference with the type of men that you're going out with, that you'd be in search for? Like,
I feel like I'd struggle. Dating in 2022, because not just because I haven't dated in like 5 years, but because I don't know, like, I feel like social media kind of scares me. And I would love to be with someone that doesn't have social media, even though I have social media.
I
like,
hear it though.
I know it sounds mad selfish. Like, I'm telling you, it's for the business.
Yeah.
I do it for the business.
Yeah.
But I do have, you know, some of my personal life on socials. But I would just rather be with a guy that doesn't have social media.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it happen so many times, and I've had it happen to me before, where, you know, you are his number one, but there's a couple things in the DM,
2 and 3
and
too.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a couple people in the DMs, and
Yeah.
there's people that you like to look at, and men love to show affection to women they don't know. And I feel like as soon as that starts happening to me, even if it's not malicious,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not into that. Like,
I get
there's
that.
plenty men out there that are not on social media like that. There's plenty men that don't interact in that way, but they are harder to find because most people do look online for partners. And I'm old school. I like to meet people. I like to be friends with people.
Yeah.
Ruben and I have been friends for 20 years.
Aww.
And we had we had 15 years of solid friendship.
Yeah.
Completely platonic. And then, you know, it progressed into something else. But yeah, I'm lucky that it sounds so cheesy, but my best friend is my boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's the father of my daughter.
Oh,
and
my heart.
I'm honestly so blessed, and I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
But if that wasn't the case, I definitely would struggle. I think I'm lucky in the sense that my career, I'm a tattoo artist. I meet a lot of people through tattooing. I meet a lot of other artists.
Yeah.
I have many clients from all over, you know, the UK, sometimes from other parts of the world. So it is quite a social job.
Yeah.
I feel like I probably wouldn't struggle to find someone, even if it was a casual thing.
But do you feel like these men in the industry like that, do you feel like they are not necessarily cut out to be in situations that allow them to be in healthy, long relationships because of the attention they receive?
100%.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not a man, and I can't speak for every man or every tattoo artist that is a man. But I mean, it's like sex, drugs, rock and roll kind of thing. Like, definitely in an old school way.
Yeah.
That is how it works. Like, people exchange tattoos for sexual favors.
That's mad to me.
I know for a fact, and I know that women are attracted to that kind of lifestyle and the freedom of a tattoo artist, and you know, it's cool. It's a cool job. And you know, most guys that have tattoos are deemed quite attractive. So I definitely feel like for guys, it's like a great way to attract the
Women.
opposite sex or even the same sex. If you're like into the casual thing, like the social life is, I guess it has its perks,
helpful,
and there's a lot of parties and people that are really popular, and you move around, and yeah, I can imagine it being quite fun if you were single and like down for whatever. But yeah, it's hard. I feel like sometimes guys just don't know how to move to women anymore, and there's no, chivalry is dead.
Can we talk about that? Can we actually talk about that?
Yes, we can.
Do we feel like now men, because I'm sure I know for a fact men still hit you up, okay? Hit you up. I know for a fact. Do you feel like men have game?
You want the honest answer? Brutally honest. Honesty, hand on heart.
I'm not trying to bash men, by the way, but let's
No.
do you know what I'm saying?
Men do not have game.
I don't know what button we can use there.
Fired. Yeah, no, men don't have game. Yeah, again, this is not to knock men.
Okay. So
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, please take no offense to this, but I feel like as women, we have given men the ultimate cheat sheet. Like online, all we ever do is talk about what we like, what we don't like, what works, what doesn't work. Like, we've given you the cheat sheet. Like, you're literally button bashing at this point, like triangle, square, X, circle, up, down, left, right. And it's how is it still not working?
That's so
do you know
true.
what I mean? That's crazy to me. Like, come on, like, you must learn from your mistakes. You can't be using the same bars on this, like the same type of girls, and like, no, just come correct.
How about them cheesy ass lines?
The cheesy
What's
lines,
the cheesiest
the
line you've
cheesiest line.
received?
Oh, I don't even. Do you know what? I don't know if I've ever received any cheesy lines, but I think if someone dropped a cheesy line on me, it would probably work more.
Yeah.
Because I would just assume
Bants.
that it's bants. The sense of humor is what works for me. And I feel like if you can make me laugh, you kind of crack the door open a little bit with that.
I get what you mean.
So yeah, in general, I would definitely say that guys don't have game. But however, the guys that I know, like my guy friends,
personal ones,
have fucking game. Like, I've witnessed the man them putting the moves on, and I'm sitting there like, yo, this is a madness.
Some might throw you off here.
Yes.
What is it that you see that they do?
That
you're like, wow, if that was me, low key.
I don't want to bait anyone out. These are like my brothers.
We don't need to do names.
Yeah, no, these are like my brothers, but it's just the way they talk to women. Like, I guess I'm lucky. I'm surrounded by intellectual men, and they're funny, they're smart, they can hold a good conversation. And I think that when they speak to women, the women are kind of caught off guard because they weren't expecting it.
I get what you mean.
And I think that today, that is successful game, when you're able to show that you're different from the other guys.
So true.
Yeah.
Why do you stand out from a crowd kind of thing?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I've seen it. I sit there looking like, I see you doing your thing. But yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple times.
Do you know what? I love how loyal you are, and that's it in my question, because you are not ready to bait out.
I'm not
answers.
baiting anybody because the game is secure, and I don't want to be like ruining it.
Yeah, I get that.
No, the conversation is genuine, and I feel like if a guy can give a girl almost like boyfriend energy, as in, when I'm with you, I'm your main focus.
Yeah.
That's all we want. See, there I go, giving you the cheat sheet again.
Yeah, that's so true though.
But that's all we want. I think so. For me anyway, that, like, personally, I think that's like the main thing. Like, it doesn't have to be serious. It's just...
So what's the best pickup line for you that you feel like you've ever experienced? Because you can't remember your cheesiest.
I just don't know. Best? Pickup lines, I don't think anyone's ever dropped a pickup line on me before, but I guess, like...
Well, okay, let me rephrase that.
Yes.
What's the best way a man has moved to me?
It's also a very good question. I think maybe... See, I'm the worst because I really just have dated guys that are just really quite, like, and in quotation marks, nerdy. Yeah. So we just start chatting about random shit, like,
I love that though.
TV shows,
how was
wrestling.
The initial approach?
The initial approach is very friendly.
Yeah.
It's always super platonic. It's never like bait that they're into me or I'm into them. Yeah, it's always like, yeah, we just end up just vibing and just talking and laughing.
Nice,
I've like, my most successful starts to relationships have always been that way. I've never really let a guy go further when he's approached me with the "Ayo babes," like, "Oh, you look beautiful." Like, no, because I know you've said that to about 10 girls before you said it to me. And normally when that happens, it's in a clubbing kind of environment.
Yeah, that's true.
But the most authentic relationship starters that I've had have been in the most random places.
Yeah.
I don't know, like playing basketball or shopping. Yeah. Retail. I just like talking to people. That's so nice, when I catch a vibe, I catch a vibe. Yeah. So yeah. It's
always about the vibe.
Yeah, there's no pressure to like drop lines on me. I'm not into that at all. I guess online it's different. People come with the
the one-liners straight away.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. If you're doing it and you're doing it for the bands, and I can catch that, then it's a-okay. You can continue to talk to me. But no, I think the worst ones are just the uncles. Like the uncles,
offended.
Yeah, the uncles just come in like, oh, you're beautiful, and then you don't respond, and then 2 days later they'll say the same thing, and they'll be like, oh, answer me, why are you not answering me, beautiful? And then they send you bare fire emojis, and it's just like, wow, like
it's a bit too much.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a friend who she posted on Instagram recently, this guy that had been messaging her since 2017. And she's never messaged him back.
People, do you know what? I actually
she's
applaud them.
Never messaged him back.
But again, I applaud them.
And she was just scrolling. She screen recorded it, and she was just scrolling. And he's just like, "Oh, babes, you're beautiful. Oh,
no, but I applaud that.
Let me do this to you. Let me do that to you." And she's just like,
obviously, it's not gonna happen. But I applaud men like that only because
you said applaud. You know,
the reason why, is because when it comes to like things like that, I always think, "Raw." So it's funny because imagine you end up getting with somebody. Your man probably can't hold that same consistency as the guy that's sliding into your DMs for 3, 4, 5 years.
But how many people is he sending that to? That's the thing.
For sure, definitely, 100%.
The consistency is not to that 2017, babes. We're in it's 2022.
Like, by force, I will find you.
And trust me, she's a beautiful girl. She's absolutely stunning, and I know she gets a lot of male attention, and she handles it so well. But some of these guys get exposed, man. Like, they don't care. They have no shame.
Yeah, no, I don't think any. Well, based on my experiences, the trash ones I've experienced, there's no shame whatsoever.
Do you know, it's just a shoot your shot kind of thing. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so you just have to keep letting it fly and just. Oh dear.
That's them. See, you're here for shooting shots.
I'm here for shooting shots. He's shooting his shot, but sometimes you've got to know when to put the ball down.
Yeah.
And just go to bed.
It's so funny because I actually when I was on Hinge, there was one guy I had to screenshot because I can't it made me stop and laugh. But he said to me, first of all, it was not to me, but on his profile it said, "Look at yourself and then look at me." Does it make sense? It don't make sense.
Oh my god. That is confidence.
I died.
That is confidence. What do you think about cocky guys? Like, can you be too confident as a guy? Because to me, that right there is a massive turn off. Yeah. Like that is a massive turn off. Like, even though it's funny, I'm definitely not talking to someone.
I low-key like that. I don't know why I like that.
Yeah, the cockiness.
I like a sprinkle of cockiness.
Yeah.
More confidence.
But
a bit of cockiness. Because I feel like, I don't know, have sauce in your just have faith in your sauce. Not sauce in your, but have faith in your sauce.
Yeah, faith in your sauce. I hear it.
And if you're cocky about it, then you know for sure.
I don't know if
sauce is saucing.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
Really?
I don't know if I like someone that's too saucy. You know when you like bite into a burrito and the sauce is just coming out the sides and that, it's a bit too much. Yeah. It's a bit too much.
But the thing is, it depends how much sauce you're giving, because sometimes you're displaying so much of that air quote sauce that it now looks like you're hiding certain insecurities. You're doing like small man complex.
Overcompensating. Overcompensating. For your, I hear it.
So to me, it's like you're either overcompensating from your insecurities or you actually have faith in that source that you have. There needs to be a balance.
Yeah, definitely. Balance is important because obviously, like for you, I know you mentioned before, being shy is like, it doesn't work if the guy is also shy. It's just, what is this? Like, you feel like you have to be the one to pull the relationship forward.
And I've done that before. I'm not doing that again.
If you only saw Iona's face.
That made me fed up as hell.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I just don't know how much time you can pull a conversation out of your ass if there's two shy people talking to each other.
It must get awkward at some point.
Yeah.
But then two confident people, if you're both super confident, then it's like
it's a clash.
You almost end up competing with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
That ain't right.
Girl.
Balance.
The
moral of the story is we need the balance.
100%.
The NatWest balance.
Because obviously, if you're too cocky too, we can put you in your place as well. It's not even put you back on the shelf. Do you know what I've realised? I've had like a shower thought the other day, and I genuinely feel like it's because I blame Drake.
Aubrey.
Yes, I blame Drake.
Aubrey.
Because now he's got men low key. They're behaving more like women. Like, I feel like
that's an interesting topic because I did see recently, I'm not on Twitter, but must have been like on Instagram through Twitter.
Yeah.
No, on Instagram.
No, with the post.
Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. So I saw something that was on Twitter that basically said that in this day and age, women should be moving to men just as regularly and as confidently as a man would move to a woman. What do you think about this? I know what you think about this, but I want to hear again what you think about that. Women moving to men, actively showing interest and taking the lead on the initiating of a relationship, whether it be serious or casual.
Hell no.
Okay. Hell to the no.
Hell no.
Okay.
I thought I would whisper that into the mic, but I thought, let me just say it straight up.
Just say it straight up. Okay.
Because
what is it about a woman moving to a man that puts you off so much?
I think but do you know what it is? I think maybe it's PTSD. Yeah. Because maybe I feel like previous experiences, like I do feel like I have initiated things and I feel like I've lost my femininity having to do that within a relationship because I like it when a man kind of takes charge of a situation and I feel like it means a lot more to me when a man takes charge.
But what about men that are just shy? Like what about men that
That's
genuinely
cute.
don't have the balls to step up and be like, oh my god, that girl's beautiful, I don't know how to tell her, like
that's really cute.
they still deserve a chance.
They definitely do.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna say I'm this, like, you know, I will shut you off like just because you're shy. I feel like I'm quite a shy person too. So for me, I need someone who balances it out.
I hear you.
So I can't have both of us.
Shy plus shy.
But this is the thing. But
awkward silence.
this is it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I feel like I'm shy, but I still have confident traits. So like I still feel confident within myself. There's certain insecurities, of course, everybody has.
Yeah.
But when it comes to talking to a guy, especially being in a girls' school, for me anyway, I feel like those prime years of adolescence were kind of lost because I never really had the opportunity to speak to men. I'm an only child. I didn't really have the opportunity to like sort of speak to men or chill with men. I was a little nerd, just going home to school, like school and home. Do you know what?
That's so true. Like you saying, you know, you being an only child, a girl, growing up with your mum, going to a girls' school, having all those things where you're kind of shut off from the outside world and what life really is with different sexes and different sexual orientations and different types of people, and having to see that at a later stage in your life where you're basically already a young adult. I can imagine that would affect your confidence because I grew up playing basketball. I started playing ball when I was 12. So I was one of the only girls that played basketball in the beginning.
So you had that.
So I did, and I kind of forced myself into that because I've always been sporty, and I knew that like if I wanted to get into sports, I'd have to enter a male dominated zone, and so that made me comfortable around guys. I have a brother too.
I was just about to say
exactly, and he's like my best friend,
and your dad,
and my dad, of course. So I definitely had a mix of women and men in my life, even though I did obviously go to the same school. We went to the same girls' school. So for me, I don't mind initiating.
I hear that.
I'm definitely not like a yo babes, like I'm not, but I'll give you the signs that I'm interested, and I feel like I don't want to bait out too much. I don't want to bait out my relationship. But with my relationship, I definitely like, because with me and my current my partner, my husband, we were friends for so long, and to get to that next stage, I think, I mean, it kind of scared both of us in a way, but I can imagine him being even more scared because as a man, you don't want to cross that line, especially with someone that you do like, and you've liked for years.
And he's quite like, I don't know if Ruben's shy. I feel like he's got confidence.
He's got cool confidence. He's got cool guy confidence.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Extroverted introvert.
Yeah.
Introverted extrovert. No, he's an extroverted introvert. But I made the first move.
Yeah.
Like not like the first move, but the first move to be like, I really like you.
Yeah. Oh,
he made the first move in terms of like, oh yeah, like I like you.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I like you, but I know we're friends. I made the first move as like,
Nah,
let's
like
go
you.
to the
Yeah.
other level
Yeah.
of like, we're not friends anymore. I actually really, really, really like you. So that was me.
Your little face.
And I had to like, it came out of nowhere, but it was cool because it was instantly reciprocated. I
get that.
I had the confidence to do it because I knew I wasn't going to be rejected. Because he gave me the all the signs that
you wouldn't be really.
It was gonna be cool.
Yeah. I get that as well, and I do think too potentially maybe it's just rejection too. I don't think I'll be able to.
Rejection's hard.
I don't think I'd like that. I'm like, but have you
Rejection is
seen me?
Rejection is hard. It's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
It really is.
Maybe eventually I'll be able to shoot my shot.
Shoot your shot, man.
But for me, I think even when a guy is not showing me interest, I'm not interested in you anyway because you're not showing me interest.
But the thing is, another interesting thing that comes off this whole topic is a lot of women settle for men that like them, but they don't like. Because women don't shoot their shots, they tend to settle for the guys that do shoot their shots.
That's true.
But that guy that's shooting the shot might not be the guy that you really like. But because he took the shot,
you're like,
okay, see how it goes. But like, if you really like someone, you should be able to go after them. You should be able to get the guy that you want, not necessarily just because he shot his shot. Okay, yeah, like these are my options. No, your options are they're boundless. Like you can,
no, for sure.
do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I feel like you're more likely to end up with someone that you really like if you shoot the shot as a woman.
I just hate initiating.
I'm team shoot the shot.
I'll put 1 foot in the door.
No, you got to be all in or all out. I'm team shoot the shot.
Do you know
Definitely.
what? Maybe I will be completely. I personally don't think I would settle because I do feel like even if, let's say 50, I'm going to not say 50 because that's a bit too much. Let's say maybe 10 guys have approached me shooting their shot. I know out of all the 10, there's one that will probably, that I know that I would like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know I probably would find a nice excuse to dismiss the 9
I hear you.
and keep the one that I actually really want.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to wait. Like, I don't
get
care.
those ratios. You don't always get those numbers. Sometimes it's just a very shallow pool.
Yeah, I know it is a very shallow pool. Very shallow.
Literally. What is your type, would you say? As a black woman in the UK, in London right now, what is your type? Like, no restrictions, no boundaries, no nothing. Just if you had to choose, if you could choose, if you could build a man, build a bear, you build a man. What would the ingredients be?
I feel like they'd have to be funny first and foremost.
Hallelujah.
Let me kiki kaka to the tummy.
100%.
I'd have to say as well humble, because I swear with social media and everything, I feel like everyone's here stunting in a different type of level nowadays. So I'd rather someone who's just down to earth, humble, confident as well. So you don't necessarily have to keep, I mean, I'm happy to boost your confidence whenever you need me to. Happy to, because obviously you're my baby at the end of the day. I got you. Yeah. But not all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all the time.
What about physical attributes?
Girl.
Go on.
Me too.
Yeah, I got you on the spot right now.
I know. I'm actually blushing.
Black girl blush.
I say tall. I feel like I'm a basic being.
Don't say tall, dark, and handsome. What the hell is that? What even is that? Bearded.
Gotta be a chin strap on that chin.
The chin strap, full connection.
Not necessarily a chin strap, but I can see if you wanted it to be a chin strap.
The potential for
potential,
it.
yeah. You can grow it out if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really like the whole athlete.
Okay.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
That whole athlete body thing.
You like a dad bod.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like we were listening to Wait, You're Not From London.
Yes.
From Anika, Kim and Rihanna.
Yes.
Shout out for helping us to the studio. Like they were talking about the whole dad bods and athlete bods, and we 100% agree with them. Like the whole dad bods thing for me.
An athletic body is definitely overrated.
100%.
And I think when a guy has an athletic body, he's basically just into himself.
Way
a lot of
too
the time.
much.
A lot of the time. Let me not generalize,
yeah.
but like if you're taking shirtless pictures for the gram,
no.
I don't even take shirtless pictures for the gram. No, maybe
This is
no,
it,
maybe
like-
no, maybe no. Unless you're a professional athlete,
And
I guess
that's
it's
fair
for the
enough.
image. I get that, but no.
But even then, I don't think I'd even date a professional athlete because, there's even the girls in these streets are mad too.
Oh my god, I saw this post on Instagram about the least desirable jobs, or like what jobs would you not date.
Oh my god.
Let me just find this real quick.
Yeah, because I definitely want to
We
know
can
what
just-
that
we can
is.
edit this, 'cause- okay, all right, so I've got a list here.
So wait, she found it. She
I
found it.
Okay, so this is Twitter users list a list of professions they wouldn't date. I'm just gonna go through a couple of them.
Yeah.
So, professions that you would not date at all. T-Mobile associates. So I'm assuming anyone that works for like a mobile
I'm
phone
done.
shop.
What?
I don't know why. Drug
Yeah.
dealers,
Wow.
pimps.
Okay.
This girl said minimum wage.
Wow.
Wow. A therapist, professional athlete, influencer of any kind, Uber driver.
That's rude.
I know. Jamaicans, Dominicans,
lol.
and Nigerians. I did not. It's not me.
The countries
It is
now.
not me. I'm reading this straight off my phone right now.
Yeah.
Personal trainer.
I hear that one too.
So I mean, I do agree with some of these.
I agree with 95% of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel a bit sorry for the Uber drivers out there.
Yeah, that's
'cause
peak.
what's wrong with the Uber driver?
Yeah, you've got to grind.
Yeah.
thing.
And more times, Uber drivers I've met, that's their second job. Like,
Yeah, and
they're hustling.
They're decent people as
Yeah,
well.
they're
I've
so
actually met some
nice.
really cool like young Uber drivers.
Same.
DJ.
If it's your main job, do you know what?
What about DJ?
Hell no.
Yeah, DJs, event promoters,
Nah.
anyone that does like the nightlife,
No.
the social media thing where you have to be popping.
Nah.
That scares me.
Yeah, nah.
I'm definitely gonna say, in terms of like ends,
I'm done. I want to hear this. What?
I'm gonna say like no to like Southeast. Like Southeast. Yeah, I'm gonna put Southeast on the bottom of my list
Why?
because Lewisham, because Blue Borough. I'm not there for it.
Oh.
I used to take the piss. My ex is from Lewisham. Shout
outs.
He's a cool dude. Don't get me wrong. He is cool, but Lewisham.
You know what though? I get it. I
Yeah,
do
no,
get it.
Southeast not
Definitely
for me.
get it.
I'm from West.
Yeah.
So I like my guys that go,
West girls.
hi,
Stay safe.
hi, have a good day.
You're pretty.
Thank you. Make sure you wear your mask. I know some of you have seen the video.
Yeah, of course.
I like my cheesy CBBC presenter
I'm done.
West guys. That is my thing.
But the thing is, that's too much now because you're carrying that same energy for every female that you meet.
no.
I'm okay, you best hold back on that energy.
No, I love guys from West. I
Yeah,
think guys
they're-
from
yeah, they're
South are really
cool.
cool.
Yeah, definitely guys from
And
South.
I'm into my gangster shit.
Would
I'm big into I'm big into
Would
my
you class
my,
Southeast though as
No, Southeast is definitely East
She's
London.
like, no.
It's Southeast. It's not even East London. It's a section of its own. It's its own section.
Yeah.
And I feel like Southeast scares me a lot. So yeah, not Southeast.
I like the accent though. Like that
What's
side
the
of
accent
London.
in Southeast?
Like, it's like
Can you do
South.
it?
Nah, I'm definitely not gonna.
What's
play
the
myself.
accent in Southeast?
It's like South, like Southmen. Like
Yeah,
Southmen and
so why
Southeast
not?
is
So
very
why not?
similar.
Why not just the Southman then?
Why
Like
not
Brixton? No,
both?
no,
Why not both?
no.
Why?
No.
They
I'll
got-
go just
At
as
least
far.
you know they got you. If when times get rough,
I'll go just as far as Brixton, Southwest.
I'm done.
I have to stay in my region.
What about Croydon?
Otherwise, she said CR postcode.
You should have seen her face.
I'm sorry. No, not Croydon. The thing is, these guys have the same things that for girls. They have the separation of the postcode. Like,
Yeah.
girls from North are crazy, and
Oh,
the
yeah,
girls
yeah,
from South, the girls
100%
from South are basically man them. I've heard it all before, so
It's true.
I'm trying to flip the script.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I do feel like my least favorite is Southeast. I'm sorry, anyone from Southeast that's listening to this.
Let me put up on this girl.
I know. I'm sorry. I have to be honest. I just haven't had great experiences in Southeast, even
yeah, I
with
get
work.
that.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I
Yeah.
can't lie. I remember going to Catford not a few years ago.
Yeah,
Ooh, I feel like I had to duck and dive.
it's just not the one. one. It's just not the one. Then, should we wrap things up?
Yeah. So if you've made it this far, thank you.
Thank you for listening to us waffle.
Yeah, we really appreciate
with
it.
our very minimal structured
literally.
podcast conversation.
We'll be chatting out of our arse.
Literally chatting straight out. But yes, thank you so much for listening. And I hope that, you're ready to listen to the next one. I have been Tiana.
And I have been Ayana.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
We out.